Bryce Hall insults this guy, Mizkif, calling him broke, and he lives to regret it. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update. Enter Bryce Hall. He just lost in a gambling match, then decided to be a crybaby and insult the dealer. Then this guy, Mizkif, tried to comfort the dealer and stated that Bryce Hall was only joking and did not mean to actually offend the dealer. But then Bryce Hall proceeded to be an even bigger crybaby and insulted Mizkif instead, calling him broke. Well, turns out Mizkif has more money than Bryce Hall.
Yeah, but no.
This guy's never seen them that money. How are you going to talk shit while I'm playing money that you've never seen in your life? You can only imagine gambling $50,000. Like $50,000 in a year.
He makes it in a month.
That's not true.
Just leave. He needs to get out of here. Actually, I have $500. Oh wow, you have a lot of money. Hey.
All right, let's lay down what happened. So I told you guys about someone trying to pick a fight with me, and I didn't want to say what it was because it was so f***ing stupid. So
Hey, increase your bank account, you loser. I can't.
Now, not only did Bryce Hall expose himself to be out of touch with reality, but he also did expose himself being a douchebag who insults everyone who has less money than him. I mean, everyone who he thinks has less money than him. Now, Tfue tried to spare Bryce Hall from this embarrassment and warned him that Mizkif is not as broke as Bry Hall thought he is. But Bry Hall did not listen and just chose to drone on with his insults.
He's good.
Bro, I'm not kidding.
Dude, no, you're not. Bryce, shut the f*** up.
Customer to you guys.
No, you're not. I'll give you some chips.
here's what happened. Let me just show what happened with Bryce Hall, and this is what's so dumb about this whole thing. I'm sitting there with Tfue, and basically I'll tell everything. I don't care. Bryce Hall was basically acting really f***ing mean to the lady. He was acting ridiculously mean. He was like getting super f***ing pissed at her, and like, you know how like you troll with like the lady that's like sitting there. He's like, oh, like, you know how you're like, oh god damn it, come on, you can't give me a better hand. Well, he was like, f*** you, like, god f***ing damn it, like, what the f*** is this shit? Like, this is such. He was like kind of yelling at her, right? And I say to her, I'm like, he's just joking. That's it. I said he's just joking. So then I said that, and Bryce Hall looks at me, points at me, and demands for me to get out of the entire lobby of this place because he said that what I was doing was insane. He runs this shit. I'm a broke bitch that can't afford any of this stuff. And he basically screamed and yelled, and about 100 people came around us to watch Bryce scream at me the entire time for like 15 minutes. Then he starts screaming. I don't know if it's in this. He starts screaming, saying he's going to kick my f***ing ass. And you can see the veins popping out in his neck as he's yelling at me, saying he's going to f***ing beat the shit out of me and that he can one-shot me. So they get me out of there, which is insanity because even XQC, who's up here on the top left, is like, why the f*** is Miz being kicked out?
Wait, even XQC is here? You insulted someone when literally everyone in this room is richer and more successful than you. Now Bryce Hall has actually responded to the whole situation on social media, and he said, I have to address this. Number 1, I was down about 40k in 2 hours gambling, already in bad mood. Number 2, I had no idea who this guy was, and he was needling me at the blackjack table while I was losing. And number 3, I had a few drinks in my system and lack of sleep. I apologized immediately after I cooled down and realized I sounded like a total fucking dick. I'm human and I have emotions and realized I acted irrationally. At real Mizkif, I'm sorry and your next blackjack buy-in is on me. Now let's look at the responses. Mizkif says, I can really use that honestly. I'm live right now. And he then provides his Twitch address. Then this user says, meh, not sure why you think you can talk to people like that because you have money. Do you base your identity on your net worth? That's right. Bryce Hall truly is out of touch with reality. He lives in his own world. And in that world, the only thing that defines your worth as a human being is how much you earn. And in that world, he also is the one who earns the most. But in reality, He doesn't earn as much as Mizkif does, and even if he did, he still would not be perceived as this cool individual by any functional human being. In order to be perceived as a cool individual, you should, for one, not insult someone only because you think they make less money than you.